It's news time. Information is power. Be current. The news headline: May Buhari's life be run the way he is running Nigeria. The umbrella body of Yoruba self-determination group, known as Odudua, said that may President Muhammadu Buhari's life be run the way he runs Nigeria. The group stated this in its birthday greetings to the president, who clocks 79 today. The group, led by 86-year-old professor of history Banji Akintoye, also demanded a referendum to discuss the corporate coexistence of the Nigerian nation. Akintoye's spokesman, Maxwell Adeleye, said that this is the demand of the group to Buhari at 79. He said that we at Odudua wish President Muhammadu Buhari what he has done for Nigerian people. May his life be run the way he has run Nigeria, and we wish him what he has done for the Yoruba people in Nigeria. On the corporate coexistence of the Nigerian nation, Adeleye said Buhari should allow us conduct a referendum so that we can determine our sovereignty and so that we can determine if we want to remain in Nigeria or not. That is our demand from him at 79. At 79, he is alive because of the grace of God and is enjoying the grace of God. President Muhammadu Buhari is currently in Istanbul, the commercial capital of Turkey, to attend the 3rd Turkey-Africa Partnership Summit hosted by President Recep Tayyip Erdogan of the Republic of Turkey. He, however, got a surprise birthday celebration from his delegation to Istanbul, led by the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Geoffrey Onyema. As he stepped out of his suit moving to the meeting room, President Muhammadu Buhari met a surprise lineup of the Nigerian delegation with a cake decorated in Nigerians' national colors. The group broke into chorus as they began chanting, "Happy birthday, Mr. President." The Minister of Foreign Affairs, who spoke on behalf of the delegation, and the Ambassador of Nigeria to Turkey, Ismail Abba, congratulated the President on the good work he is doing for the country and wished him a happy birthday, saying that many other years ahead and the energy to give him the best to the nation. Also, Senator Shehu Sani had said that coming from Turkey, he should not borrow any cash.
Twitter to wish President Muhammadu Buhari a safe trip to Turkey. The outspoken former senator representing Kaduna Central wished the president a safe trip to and fro. According to Sarah reporters, President Muhammadu Buhari will be traveling to Turkey, and after which he will pay a visit to Ebonyi State, southeast Nigeria. However, the outspoken senator said he wishes Baba Buhari, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, a safe trip to Turkey and a safe return from Turkey. He also told President Muhammadu Buhari not to borrow from Turkey until we pay what we are owing China and Saudi Arabia. Sarah reporters also gathered that Buhari left the country yesterday, Wednesday, December 15th, 2021, to Turkey. And in his words, he says that I wish Baba a safe trip to Turkey and a safe return. Please do not borrow any money from them. Make we pay China and Saudi first, exactly in his words. And this was because of the enormous borrowing of Nigeria under the administration of President Muhammadu Buhari. Public servant Professor Bolaji Owosanya, who provided the damning evidence of the modus operandi of the official racket in government. Already, in the 2022 budget, over 225 projects have been identified as duplications at the cost of 20 billion naira, prompting the House of Rep to set up a probe committee. There is nothing more than appealed to the persuaded Nigerians of his electability anti-corruption personality during his first sojourn as military head of state in 1984 to 1986. Then, General Muhammadu Buhari was seen as the nemesis of corrupt politicians, and that image, which could not help him during previous electoral attempts, was capitalized on by the Southwest media to burnish and garnish a political reputation against an admittedly helplessly gutless and hapless leadership of Goodluck Jonathan. But history is a mercilessly ruthless judge. While previously clueless and corrupt, Jonathan has become a beautiful bride of international diplomacy and democratic behavior. The anti-corruption warrior is now mired in a government that, by its own reckoning, has become the most inept and corrupt in our history. To be fair, the president did not promise much in the electioneering campaigns in both elections. Throughout the campaigns, his mantra, repeated like a broken record, was fighting corruption, insurgency, and improving the economy. His performance on all three counts is suspect, dubious, and undistinguished. Most people would even declare him a failure. By its own admission, even the government does not point to any of them as its main achievement, which is curious. To it, their greatest achievement is building infrastructure, which was a kind of an afterthought, as it never featured in his 2015 election campaigns. The curiosity is, how could one major in a subject on which he was not tested in an examination? On his greatest failure, agreement will be as difficult to reach. Insecurity has become a major menace in the country, and no part of his nation is spared. But because that is not his greatest failure, nor is the crumbling economy, which he was never given a chance in the first place. It has never been this bad since the war, and although President Muhammadu Buhari was elected to deal with the problem of insurgency in the northeast, his regime was added the nefarious activities of herdsmen and now bandits, who have not only made life brutally short and unbearable for most rural communities, especially farmers who have abandoned their farms, which has led to the threat of food scarcity and hunger in the country. The Nigerians are paying such humongous price on account of corruption in the public service in the government that promised to stamp it out is a monumental indictment of President Muhammadu Buhari and his legitimacy for the office. The paradox is that for every extra kobo that goes into fictitious projects and salaries, there is a corresponding denial of public-oriented spending to improve people's lives. Also, such increase in recurrent spending is directly responsible for the unending borrowing by this government to fund its acclaimed infrastructure development in a situation that mortgages the future of the country and the next generation. Consequently, the reason we are borrowing is not entirely because there is no money, as government has consistently maintained, but because its employees are siphoning the money into their private pockets at the expense of the generality of Nigerians. The obvious implication of this development is that the current anti-corruption strategy is defective and inappropriate, thinking that the main culprits in corruption are the political office holders. This view featured heavily in Buhari's approach in dealing with members of the Second Republic political class. But it is simply untenable because the political class does not have accounting powers, which belongs to the career civil servants. So it is financially impossible for the politicians to steal money from government coffers without the active involvement and collusion of the bureaucrats themselves. Also, for a minister or commissioner to steal a dime, the bureaucrat must be involved. Entire budgets of the country through the manners of expenditure. They also prepare the budget.
Thanks for listening.